Hey YouTube, this is Gothic King 52, and I did get a haircut. It's a lot, short, but my bangs right here were like down to here, and the rest of my hair you saw in my last video was a lot longer. So it's a personal sacrifice I made, so my hair would grow longer. When it goes longer, it'd be even. And my mom, my stepmom works at the college here in town, and the college is taking a trip to Europe this summer, which would be really cool. One of the places that they're going to is London. I want to see London. That'd be pretty cool. I'd probably pick up a Dunhill pipe from London as a souvenir and for tobacco, because, that'd be pretty cool. And I'd love to see Big Ben and some of the old London cemeteries. That'd be pretty wicked. Um, if I'm going to London too, I should make a trip to my local Hot Topic and get some more black clothing and shit. So I'll look wicked when I'm in London. Yeah. My favorite band, Cradle of Filth, in England, so that'd be pretty cool. If I saw him walking down the street, I'd be like, "Oh my God, it's Danny Filth! Woo, go Danny!" But that'd be cool if that actually happened. But if I did get to go to London, like I said, the things I'd love to do is go to London, is just visit one of their smoke shops and pick up a pipe for a souvenir from London, and for smoking purposes, obviously, because pipe tobacco is a lot healthier for you than cigarette tobacco because they don't add poisons to it. It's just chemicals. The only chemicals they add to it for flavoring only, like for aromatics, to make it smell nicer, and they aren't bad for you versus like cigarette tobacco. And I'd also love to visit some of their old Gothic cemeteries in London. I have an iPod Nano, I think. Wait, iPod Shuffle. No, it's an iPod Shuffle. Yeah. Well, this my iPod right here. It's actually the hell is this thing called? Nano, I believe. Well, whatever the fuck it's called. It has a camera on it, so if I get podcasts from my iPod, I can I'll film my London experience and post it on YouTube. Yeah, and yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I have English heritage. My Saunders actually has a Saunders mansion in England, and my last name is Saunders. So I'm like, oh, because when I was in first grade, I had to do a project for to find out ancestry, and I have ancestry in London. So I'm proud to have London heritage, man. Because British people are awesome. Let's face it, they're freaking awesome, man. I love British people. Anyway, enough of that rambling. I'm gonna do a sing along to a song by Crossfade. The song is called Cold. Looking back at me, I see that I never really got it right. I never stopped to think of you. I'm always wrapped up in things I cannot win. You are the antidote that gets me by. Something strong like a drug that gets me. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold to you. I'm sorry about all lies. Maybe in a different light. You can see me stand on my own again. Now I can see you are the antidote that got me by. Something strong like a drug that got me. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. I never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold.
And that was the song by Crossfade. The song is called Cold. It's a really good song by a really good band. Anywho, wouldn't be a random guitar playing episode if I didn't play my guitar. So, ow! And if I do visit London, that would be really cool if my mom actually let me get a pipe from a smoke shop in London or visit the Dunhill factory, see how pipes are made. But I'm hoping, but I don't think it's gonna work because my parents are pretty strict on the whole smoking thing. But we're not in the house. If we were in London, we're like thousands of miles away from home, and I buy it as a souvenir for tobacco. So I'm old enough to smoke. Another thing I realized too is that in Europe the drinking age isn't 19 or 18. So I'm like, oh, I can go into a tavern and drink, yeah. I come back to the hotel totally shit-faced, smelling like pipe tobacco. My mom's like, where were you? Oh, I was at the tavern, experiencing some of the English culture. I love British people, they're awesome. And also the Euro trip consists of Rome and France, and I think London, France, and Rome that I'm aware of, I think. I don't know. But my favorite trip would be London. So if I can get podcast on my iPod, I can film that shit while I'm in London and then post it on my YouTube channel. That'd be pretty sweet. Puffing on a pipe. I go up to some guy, I'm like, do you got a fag? He's like, yeah, sure, pulls out a cigarette. Because in London, the word fag means cigarette. I knew this before, but actually a funny experience of that is when I was reading Ozzy Osbourne's autobiography, and he came to America for the first time. When he used to smoke cigarettes, he'd walk into a convenience store, and he's like, can I get 20 fags? And she's like, what? And Ozzy's like, can I get 20 fags? And she thought he meant homosexual fag. She in London, fag means cigarettes. She called him a pervert and told him to get the fuck out of her store. I was like, oh. And as opposed to smoking cigarettes versus pipes, I think pipes are a lot cooler and a lot more elegant, I guess. And if you have a lot of non-smokers in the room who hate the smell of tobacco, I guess you'd be an aromatic to pipe tobacco, which means it's pipe tobacco that smells really, 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 really good. It'd be a lot more appreciated versus someone smoking a cigarette, but... But I know in England they use pounds instead of actual dollars, so I don't know what the dollar is worth in England, per se. Interesting to get a pack of cigarettes from England and compare it to an American cigarette, Perspectively, I'm looking at a tobacco pipe at my local Walgreens here in town, but they're like $26, and, But it'd be a lot more sentimental if I got a pipe in England, if I do, oh, there goes the swing. It'd be a lot more sentimental if I got a Dunhill pipe from England itself. That'd be really cool, because Dunhill pipes are in England. And Casper shipping is really fucking slow. If I order one offline, my parents would see it and take it away, because I live in whatever. So if I do get to go to England, I'm hoping I get to, things I do there. Buy a Dunhill pipe from England. Get some English aromatics. And I need a pipe cleaner. And my gauntlet ring here, actually, I could use for a pipe tool. Be like... But if I'm flying, I don't think they'll allow this ring on in customs anyway, so... I don't know, I might just have... If I did buy a pipe and a pipe tool and some pipe cleaners and some tobacco, I guess getting it to the States would be a pain in the ass, because they probably think the pipe tool is a weapon or something. Like, sir, what the hell is this? That's a pipe tool used for keeping the tobacco pipe lit. I got it in London when I visited. Oh, My mom's not strict on the tobacco as my dad is, and I don't know if I'll get to get a pipe or not. I hope I get the chance to get a Dunhill pipe from England. Because I'm a huge fan of pipe smoking. I've been obsessed with pipes since I was 3 years old when I saw Roger do it on 101 Dalmatians. And I really love the smell of pipe tobacco. It was awesome. And, can anyone tell me, if you live in England or the UK, if you live in London, where they Dunhill, if they have a Dunhill pipe factory, and do they give you tours of it or whatnot? Because that'd be really cool to see that. Because I've seen pipes made on YouTube. It's really fascinating for the wood carving aspect. Because I make my own crystal wands. I've actually made my own crystal wand for magical purposes. I'll pull it up right now. Da 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 da! This is my crystal wand I made. This thing's been through 3 fucking stages. First stage, I wanted it as a long staff-like thing, but the crystal I had for it was way too fucking big and kept on falling out. So I got a new crystal for it, and then it was too long, so I cut it short. So I made it shorter. I mean, when the crystal fell out of it, I cut it shorter. And this tip right here didn't used to be like this. It was just a regular stick point. I had stuck it in the fire and burnt it and then smoothed it out. And the final, and it had my initials carved into it and colored in crayon. The final initial, and while working with magic with it, I got a nosebleed. I'm like, oh fuck! So I rubbed my nose blood all over the stick, and it looked really cool. The final stage, I sanded it all smooth. Made this tip, this dull tip. Sanded it. When I sanded the bark of it, it made it smooth. I used craft corner paint and stained the wood, and I sanded some kind of string type deal and scaled it, and then the crystal is still in there, and then yeah, 3 stages to make it look like this, and I'm really happy with it. It's a really powerful wand. I do practice magic with it. It's a very powerful wand, very useful. And Harry Potter is coming to theaters Thursday night midnight. If I go to that, I am bringing my wand to the preview. If people ask me, I'm like, yes, it's a real magic wand, and yes, it works. And it's cheap, cheaply made one. The black is actually Sharpie. I used to write my name into it, but I've now perfected my skill of making wands. I can even make wands like this without the crystal. The crystal's just an added bonus, I guess. But I love making crystal wands. It's a hobby of mine, or making wands. They're really fun to make, and once you get the hang of it, they're pretty easy. This isn't as expensive, nice wand like some of the ones you see on the internet, but this is a nice little wand I made myself. And it's pretty powerful. Nice little wand. So. Ow. Look, those are my glasses, not the actual. Oh, in London I could pick up a book on witchcraft, because Europe is a lot bigger on Wiccan and witchcraft and sorcery than over in the United States. You know, I find that shit really fascinating, to tell you the truth. It's really cool stuff to learn about. I used to live in Valley City, North Dakota, and the drugstore they had there sold crystals, and that's why I get my crystals for my wand. And Ace Hardware had this glue. If you're making crystal wands, I would recommend this glue right here. It's super hold drip proof, clog proof super glue. Squeeze here. It's got the little yellow cap on it. You unscrew this, and it's got this little thing when you first. Oh shit! I'm getting on my hands. Shit, that's not good. That's not good. The problem with this glue is that when it dries to your hand, it makes a humongous mess and it's really sticky. When you first get it, you have to take this little thing and pop it like that. So, I just got. Oh, it's really strong too. Really, really strong smelling. Holy shit. Oh well, got the thing over to it. Another awesome video. Ran out of time. Bye.